Good morning from the Brumalaw in Glasgow. You can see the sun making an attempt to come through the clouds over there. And there are many breaks in the clouds, and we have intermittent kind of mist with dryness. It's much more mild today than it was yesterday. And I had a lovely dance today. I was reading in my book this morning. One of my many books. I read about 4 books at once. About this thing, how there are examples of how incurable diseases all of a sudden are cured, and there's no scientific reason for it. And there are loads and loads of documented cases of this in the world, where seemingly terminal cancer all of a sudden disappears, or all sorts of ailments disappear. And I thought to myself, it was this great big what if came into my mind, and I thought, what if such a thing would happen and we actually had peace in the world, like that, like just the lifting of disease, where where someone you love or you are saturated with an illness, and then all of a sudden it just disappears, and it made my heart leap. It really made my heart leap when I thought of this. So today I danced for the what if question. What if I could really, if that shift was to happen like that. And it could, of course it could, because if illness like that can be cured for no known reason and totally disappear, and certainly we can cure dissonance in our world, I guess. Dissonance is the right word, but what is the opposite of peace? The war within, the war without. And I got thinking more about this, and I was thinking about, in terms of how these economic systems only benefit some that we have. And I'm not saying, some people say, well, capitalism is the best system that we have. Well, just because it's the best we have doesn't mean that we stop there. Let's say hypothetically it is the best system that we have. I'm not saying it is or it's not. But for those people who say, well, it's the best system we have, then I think that anything is capable of being good or bad. And working, anything in the world is the corruption of those systems. It is the dissonance and the war within and greed that corrupts any system. I think any system can work if people's motivations are pure and loving and peaceful. At one time, the church had, and still does, had a great political hold over our world. It still does, but at one time that really captured the imagination, and it controlled people for good or bad. It did. And that was a system that worked with dysfunction and all for many hundreds of years. And now we have, and then, there came a time where people either said, actually my God is not like that, or actually I don't believe in God, and therefore this is no longer relevant to me, and it progressed on, and is progressing on. And now we've got this thing, money, which is another thing which doesn't exist. It's an illusion. It's an illusion we all believe in, we choose to believe in, we choose to subscribe to, but it's basically just numbers being pushed around somewhere. There's no gold standard to back it up. And yet there is a corruption in that system. There is a lot of greed and a lot of decisions which are completely made with destructive purposes that ultimately counteract peace. And it's not money. It's not the problem. Money is just that thing that we choose to believe in. And so today I'm dancing for the what if, and I got thinking, because I thought, well, golly, there are actually subcultures in this world who operate in a completely different way, a whole different set of rules, and survive and thrive in their own way, whether you agree with what they do or not. So why do we have to subscribe to those systems which do not serve us as a world. And to find creative ways to free ourselves so that we may live to our truest nature and in harmony with this planet. And I really do think that's possible. I think that I do believe that. And maybe that's what this time is about. Is about us in being, when we're challenged to dream of the big what if, a new paradigm, a new way of seeing things. We are more united as a planet than we've ever been before. Whilst there is much distance, we know more about one another. We're more connected than we ever were before. At the same time, we feel completely isolated from ourselves, our community, and so I think this is a great opportunity for us to imagine the what if. So I danced for that today, and I was full of tremendous joy for that possibility, actually. Because if we do not dream it, then we are lost. So with that, and there's one of those bird planes. I really need to get my eyes checked. I mean, I need to get some new glasses. Anyway, I will be back here tomorrow at the Brumalaw, but then I'm not back at the Brumalaw again until the 6th of March, because I'm going to be in Edinburgh and London and in Pollokshields. So again, just keep sending me your wishes, and have a great day. Bye!